Hello again, my friends. Welcome back. I am the Action Junkie, and today we are finishing off our Terminator retrospective with Terminator Salvation, starring Christian Bale and Sam Worthington. This is the sequel prequel of the franchise, meaning is a sequel to Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, but is a prequel to the other two movies. I know. So it is in this movie, it is the year 2018. Mankind is at war with the machines and Skynet. John Connor is trying to figure out John Connor, played by Christian Bale, is trying to figure out what Skynet is planning and why their plans are accelerating. And at the other end of the story, we have a man named Marcus Wright, played by Sam Worthington, who's trying to figure out why he's still alive after being executed in Texas a few years earlier, and also try to save his new friend he met in LA, Kyle Reese, played by Anton Yelnats. And as this movie as a whole, what do I think of it? It's not bad. It's pretty good. I mean, it's the third. As rankings, it's third on my list, under Terminator 3, but above Terminator 2. Story's good. Christian Bale does a pretty good job as John Connor, although he does delve into the Batman voice a few times. Sam Worthington as Marcus Wright, not bad. I will give away some spoilers here. He is a machine. He is I forgot to put that in my story analysis. Marcus Wright is a new infiltration prototype, which is basically a true cyborg. He has a human brain and a human heart, but a full-on metal skeleton underneath his body. So it's done pretty well. It's just the problem is there's no conflict with inner conflict. What I mean is, this is where I bring in my thoughts on the Terminator comic book series done in Dark Horse in the late 80s, early 90s. They had a character in there named Dudley. Dudley was a trauma surgeon before Judgment Day, and then after Judgment Day he became a field medic for human soldiers. But then a few machines trashed his camp and took him as prisoner, replaced a lot of his broken body parts with machine parts, like a few Terminator parts here and there. So they made him Skynet, the machine army's trauma surgeon on the battlefield, and he was also the perfect infiltration unit to go in and sneak around. But as it progressed later and later in the comics, he wasn't really a sleeper agent. He was always conflicted with two sides. He had the human side and the machine side. They were always conflicting with each other, and it showed he didn't have the I would have to say the willpower to fight his machine side anymore. And that's what I wanted to see out of this movie with Sam Worthington, a man who was conflicted with both sides of the spectrum. He was trying to keep his humanity, but also try to keep this machine side of himself at bay. They don't have that. They just treat it like a sleeper cell, like in Battlestar Galactica. But I'm not saying Sam Worthington was a bad actor in this movie. He was really well done in this movie. So it's just, I wish that's what they would have driven it more towards. And he is this movie is directed by Mick G. Mick G. Who thought of that? The same guy who gave us the Charlie's Angels movies. Honestly, he didn't do a bad job, although some of the continuity is a little off, and it's pretty good. He could have done better. He really could have. I mean, he could have done by watching the first movie at least a little bit more. But the one thing that I have a problem that I should have mentioned in my Terminator 2 review and also the other movies is that there's this one quote that floats throughout the whole movie saga, and that is, "There is no fate but what we make for ourselves." In Terminator 2, John said that it was a message to his mother that he sent to Kyle Reese to give to her in the past. And if you watch the first movie, that quote is never said in the message. Okay, that is something that James Cameron just probably pulled out of his ass in Terminator 2 to give some more motivation to Sarah Connor. In the original, this is where a lot of my friends look at me weird for knowing this type of stuff. So this is where I'm going to say the message to that Kyle Reese said that was John Connor's message to her, if I remember correctly. Thank you, Sarah, for your courage through the dark years. I cannot help you with what you may face, but to say that the future is not set. You must be stronger than you ever will or thought you could be. You must survive, or I will not exist. That's the quote. You can even look, go watch the first movie and look. I am not lying. That is how the message goes. There is no quote to say there is no fate to what we make for ourselves. That is my big problem with the whole thing. Okay? That was never, ever in the first movie. Okay? So, I don't know. It just bugs me. So that is my Terminator retrospective. And my final thoughts on Terminator 4 Salvation. Again, not bad. I give it 3.5 out of 5. It's not perfect, but it's still enjoyable. And as a series as a whole, I mean, if you're a nerd and you haven't seen these movies, you have got to see these movies, okay? There's no reason for you not to see these movies. They're just timeless classics, and when are we going to ever see Terminator 5 is beyond me. So let's hope that they will give us a good movie, a good 5th movie, or even a 6th movie. Who knows? Especially with Schwarzenegger back in the movie. So we'll see. Some quick announcements. I have finally put my hat into the ring and put in an audition tape for the reality TV show King of the Nerds. So if you want to check out my video and go vote for me, the link is down below, and check out my video. Please vote for me. I would love to get on the show, and if I do get on the show and happen to win, I can get myself some new editing software and hopefully give you some better videos. So please, if I do have a fan base, please go see this tape, vote for me, and show that you actually care about my show, please. And that is all I got. Like I said, the link is down below. If you have any comments, questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I'll hope to see you next time when I go see Star Trek II Into Darkness. And until then, I'm the Action Junkie, and I like things that go boom.